What up, Dokkaners? We had a data download on the JP side of the game. Global will get their data download later on. So we're going to be going through everything that's new in here, including a new LR Garlic Jr. So my suspicions were confirmed. We are getting a new Battlefield LR, and it is Garlic Jr. How do you know it's Battlefield LR? Because there is no previous version of the character. It's just starting out as an LR. If it were a Prime Battle, it would have an SSR and TUR. This one is just an LR, which means it is a Prime Battle or Battlefield LR. So let's go and start with the release time. Now, normally I recommend you guys use the new Dokkan Wiki, and by the time you're watching this, it might already be updated, but right now it's not. So I can't use this. But normally if you just go to the Dokkan Wiki, link in the description, you'll just see what time it drops. But since it's not available, I wanted to show you guys the other way to do this. So if you go to dokkaninfo.com, if you go to the top right corner and click the half UK, half JP flag, then that will show you the JP data download. And then in the JP data download, go to cards, go to schedule, and this tells you exactly what time it's dropping for you in your time zone. And then it also even gives you a live timer, a countdown, how many hours, days, seconds we are from the release. So for me, the new Dokkan Festival Android 16 is dropping in a little over a day, 9 p.m. PST. That's 3 hours after my next global daily reset. This is also basically 13 or 14 hours after JP's next daily reset, but it'll tell you exactly for you, so it doesn't matter. And then also, this guy is going to be releasing a few hours after that. 3 hours later, the Battlefield LR will be dropping with the new Battlefield. So I guess we'll start here, and let's take a look at the new Garlic Jr. LR. Let me translate this. It's Google Translate, so it probably sucks, so bear with me. I'm going to try to live translate it as we speak. Just take a look at the art, though. Okay. This is from the Phantom Zone movie. That's it. Oh, wait. What? Whoa. Whoa. That's pretty cool. All right, it's okay. That's cool. All right, so movie boss 130%, raises defense for 1 turn, causes colossal. Raises attack and defense for 6 turns, cause mega colossal damage. Raises allies defense by 20% for 1 turn. So multiplicative defense attack buff. Upon first entry, when your team has 2 or more allies in the demonic power or movie boss category, entrance animation will be activated. For 3 turns, defense plus 100%, attack and defense plus 60% for all allies in the demonic power or movie boss category. Changes key spheres from tech to rainbow. That's forever. But for 3 turns, you have this. Okay. Basic effects, key plus 5, attack and defense plus 200%. Gains an additional key when obtaining rainbow key spheres. Gains 2 additional key when obtaining a rainbow key sphere. Okay. When all allies participating in the attack, when all allies attacking the same turn of demonic power or movie boss, attack plus 200%, damage reduction plus 40%. When attacking with a key meter with 12 or more key, attack and defense plus 250. Obtain 2 or more. What the hell? Swift Jade? AGL key spheres. Obtain 2 or more AGL key spheres, damage reduction 20%. Obtain 1 or more. What the hell is this? Stupid Google Translate. Why are you so garbage? What is this? Obtain 1 or more powered. Okay, so this is different type orbs. Okay, so this is AGL. This is STR. Obtain 1 or more STR key spheres, damage reduction plus 20%, 1 time only. Obtain 1 or more physical key spheres, damage reduction 20%, 1 time only. This has to be int because tech is not a thing because of this. So this has to be int. I don't know why the hell it says Ziki. Okay, sure. Damage reduction plus 20%, 1 time only when you pick up an int key sphere. So this is interesting, and we've never seen this before. So this guy gets a temporary extra cushioning no matter what type of orb he picks up, to complement his already established 40% damage reduction. It's an interesting mechanic. It's just annoying because it's very high maintenance. You're going to have to keep track of this. The game's not going to do that. So if you pick up int key spheres the first time, you get your 20% bonus. You're not going to get it the second time if you do it. You're going to have to keep track of that. Okay, after the 4th turn from the appearance, all allies. Okay, starting from the 4th turn from the character's entry, if anyone, including yourself, is KO'd, recovers 80% HP and revives. So that means there's no health restriction going in. That's great. So 4th turn from first appearance. That's pretty good. Okay. So you've got to revive. When you or an ally's revival skill is activated, attack plus 250% permanent. Launches an additional attack that has a 50% chance of becoming a super permanent. For 3 turns from the next attacking turn, all allies in demonic power or movie boss will have their attack and defense buffed by 60% and critical plus 30%. So this doesn't look like a top tier, you know, premium LR. This very much screams free to play. This doesn't feel like something you must have though. Not right now anyway. This looks like a slot 2 unit at best. Definitely not a slot 1. But okay, I mean, that's what Battlefield LRs kind of are, especially upon first release. It's really once they get their EZAs, by then there's a fully established team surrounding the unit and it can work a lot better. Like the most recent example is the Legion of Shadow Dragons. That unit is incredibly good, but only because there's a fully fleshed out top tier squad surrounding him. So this is not someone that you should have right away, but I will say he links very well with Goma. Goma and this guy, more than meets the eye. Is that what that is? More than meets the eye? Fear and Faith, Thirst for Conquest. I always want to say Annihilation Conquest. Big Bad Boss, Legendary Power. I almost read this as a link. Total. Key plus 2, attack plus 65%, defense plus 50. Holy crap. That is a very good. That is some good synergy, boy. Actually, wait a minute. Goma, doesn't he give defense buffs on his supers? Hello. Right here, yeah, 20%. Dude, actually, that might be a pretty solid combination. Okay, so we will test that out for sure. But this guy's going to be releasing for the Battlefield. There's no deadline to pick him up, so by all means, do not pick him up right away. Let's wait and see what people are thinking about the character. Also, these units tend to be very expensive. In fact, stupidly expensive. The last edition was Anilaza last year. He's 500 million Battlefield memory. So chances are you don't have too much of this. I wouldn't advise you pick them up right away. Also, word to the wise in general, never pursue rainbows on Battlefield LRs anymore. They've introduced a precedent during GDC where they will hand out 1 copy of a Battlefield LR for free. That example was the Legion of Shadow Dragons. A Legion of Shadow Dragons character costs 370 million Battlefield memory. That's a very expensive piece. And if you rainbowed the character before that happened, well, that unit is essentially wasted, that free copy. Never put yourself in that situation. So please, I will never do this myself. Do not ever rainbow a Battlefield LR before the EZA, because they might give it to you for free, and losing that much Battlefield memory is it's impossible to make up because we're constantly getting more and more expensive units. It's just not fair. So just little tip there. All right, so yeah, that's Garlic Jr. Let me know what you guys think about that unit. Looks okay. Nothing must have. Also, just to point out, Android 17 does not fit the full 220% of Android 16. The reason he is here is simply because he fits the 200% leader skill portion of the Android 16. This encompasses all characters that fits within the 200%, not exclusively 220. You'll notice HP is given at 200% for androids. That is why Android 17 fits here. He's not Android Cell Saga. He's not Artificial Lifeform. He's not Mission Execution. The reason why he's not Mission Execution is because that category is based on a directive being given to someone else. Paragus tells Broly, go kill the Saiyans. You know, what else? Frieza tells the Saiyans to destroy, right? Isn't Team Bardock on Mission Execution? Because they were given a directive. Hold on, let's look this up. Mission Execution. This one. Nope. This one. Yep. Nope. This one. Mission Execution. Who else is in here? Team Bardock. Yeah, they were given a directive by Frieza. Ginyu Force, they were given a directive by their superior. So since the Park Ranger Android 17 is not given a directive by somebody else, it's of his own free will. That's why he's not on the category. I'm not defending this decision. I'm just saying that's the reason behind it, because stupid Dokkan logic. That being said, why would these dummies release him if he's not going to fit on the full 220%? So Dokkan dumb. Classic Dokkan stupid. All right, so now let's continue here and take a look. Oh, we got some battle motions. Let's check this out. Which one's this? Android 16. He didn't move. Oh, it's his hair. It's his hair. Is it just me, or are some of these battle motions not even motions? He's barely moving. It's the hair flapping. That's the effect. All right. Then what do we have here? Oh, Android 17. Oh, it's Spirit Bomb GT. Well, that's not much of a battlefield motion as well. All right, well, Spirit Bomb GT being in the data download, I mean, I've said this before, this is what happens from time to time. This is what they do. Sometimes they don't just give us a data download for stuff that's happening right now. They will also plant the seeds for things coming up in the future. So this is obviously for the incoming 11th anniversary, when the 8th anniversary LRs will be getting their EZAs. There will be 4 EZAs that we are going to be expecting. Spirit Bomb Z, Spirit Bomb GT, Z Fighters, Kai Fighters. All 4 of those should be getting their upgrades in a couple of months. That's what that is. Cool. All right, so now let's go ahead and take a look at all the missions. We got a ton of missions here, so let's start with this. 14 free rainbow tickets. Actually, you know what? It should probably be more. Hold on. Yeah. Well. 28. We are getting 28 free tickets for the upcoming Android 16. Now I know 28 free SSRs or SRs, yada, yada, yada. Sure. Nobody's going to be summoning with their stones, right? So if you're trying to get your free summons, the first 14 can be picked up on release. So when 16 comes out, just simply do Seriously Serious just once and you'll get this. You have to clear it though, and you'll get 14 tickets. The other 14 tickets will only be obtainable 2 days later. Actually, a day and a half later for JP players. 2 days later, basically, for global players. And those will be your other 14. Again, not that big a deal this time, since this is not a very tempting summon, but I just want to point that out. So don't think that you are done with your free summons until this. So this is your first of, I will probably do a billion reminders so that people won't get mad at me for still missing it. You can also check the news yourselves, but... Okay, so 14 tickets right here for clearing it once. Clear within a total of 4 turns. Clear stage 8 of the challenge event seriously with all extreme types. Okay, then we got this one, clear with 6 int characters. We'll take a look at the boss data for this at the end of the video. They're all missions. Araki. Again, this is available right when 16 releases, don't forget. Next, we got the Dokkan Awakening support missions. So this, whether or not you're going to be summoning, you should still do this because these will never come back. These give you extra medals just for the event to make the run easier. We got our equips for the Android 16. These are never the greatest, but this time around, I think probably the silver. Yeah, the silver and the bronze should still be good. The gold one, probably not. You should still get them. Easy to get. Next, we have these. So I was a little confused when I was preparing to do this on what these are. So I was asking my boy Proton, and these are the 11th anniversary. These are some commemorative tickets for the upcoming 11th anniversary. A special item obtainable through the 11th anniversary Pioneer Weekly Mission. Can be exchanged for secret treasure chests at Fortune Teller Baba's trading shop. Now, I could be drawing a blank here, but I don't think we've had something like this before. I don't recall. But whatever this is, it's very easy missions because it's clear a stage 3 times, clear a stage 5 times, clear a stage 7 times. The first of the missions releases after the day after Dokkan Special Day, it looks like. Yeah, okay. So the day after Dokkan Special Day is when we get this, and then it's a weekly thing. So that's the first week you get 1 ticket, and the next week you get 1 ticket. The third week you get 1 ticket. The fourth week you get 1 ticket. And this takes us all the way until the end of 2025. So this will basically mark the end of part 1 and part 2 of this holiday block. So by the end of the part 1, part 2 celebration, we will have picked up all 4 of these commemorative 11th anniversary ticket thingies, and whatever it's for remains to be seen, because I'm pretty sure we didn't have these, and I don't want to wait for Proton. I know he's busy right now with the data download. Okay. Next, we got Dokkan Special Day. This is dropping a day and a half after. Like I said, 14 tickets. Very easy. I will do a video to remind you. So what I normally do is I tell you guys constantly throughout videos that we've got Special Day coming up. What I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start making an announcement before, and then I'll do my usual poll afterwards, because I was getting some clapback from people for not telling them in advance when that's all I do. So I'm going to do a community post before Dokkan Special Day releases to remind people, and then I will do a post afterwards to see how your summons went with those free tickets. Okay. Next, we got Dragon Ball Daima. Dragon Ball Daima State. Oh, yeah. Let's go look at this as well. I'll pull up the boss data for this. Missions, clear stage 3 with super... Okay, so all super types. Clear with every single super type. Clear stage 3 with every single extreme type. Ooh. And then clear stages 1 through 3. Oh, that doesn't seem so bad. Okay. There's no... I thought it would be a category thing. Let me pull that up as well. I'm not going to look at the boss state until the end of the video. Don't worry. This is against stage 3. What? Level 1, stage 1. Yeah, no sh... Okay. Pretty sure this is Tamagami 1. Okay, look at that later. Next, we got Serious. Clear stage 8 with 6 Android Cell Saga characters. That is gonna be rough. I think that's gonna be rough. Okay. Clear stage 8 with 6 characters from the Androids category. This won't be as bad because there are Androids outside of Android Cell Saga, but this, oof, it's gonna be nasty. All right. Next up, what's this? Huh? Oh, because they're bringing back the Dragon Ball story event, they are bringing back all the missions for this Vegeta. I loved this unit. When I started playing the game, this was one of the free characters that I was using the most when I was trying to do the Legendary Goku event fully free to play. I remember that. Good times. And then is this the support memory that's getting the boost? Run 18? No, that's not the one. Oh, wait, no, that's a new support memory. We haven't had this before. For the first 2 turns in battle, all Android Cell Saga category allies get key +1 attacking defense plus 10%. This man, proclaiming his love on first sight. Cool. All right, so that is all the missions coming up for the data. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the boss data. Oh, new wallpaper. I don't know why, but this reminds me of me. I feel like this is just me in there. All right, now we're gonna take a look at the boss data. So if you don't want to be spoiled, then tune out now. Thank you for watching. Again, I will post a reminder of the Dokkan Special Day, and I will also post a reminder of the Dokkan Special Day after it's gone. So that way you will know to always be on top of that stuff. All right, thank you so much for watching. 3, 2, 1. Blah. Tamagami Uno, there he is. Tamagami 1, Luminous Blade, raise attack for 1 turn, causes immense and stuns. Oh, crap. Guaranteed stun. Oh, my. Okay. Can't. Whoa! Always seals 1 ally's special attack. Attack goes up every turn. Can't be stunned. Can't be can't be made squishy, but he can be nerfed. Nullifies the effect of sealing. He can't be sealed. Nullifies evasion. Wait. I was just gonna say, as long as you can dodge, you're fine. You can't dodge. This one's gonna suck. This one's gonna suck. You can't dodge, and 1 guy will be sealed, and 1 guy will be stunned if he supers first. So what I'm thinking is you have your tank, who hopefully is the one that is sealed, can also tank the hit and then get stunned. And then that's that. Because that's just crazy. All right, Tamagami 1, that's gonna be a dogfight, especially with the Android Cell Saga. Oh. All right, that. Oh wait, actually, no. This is for Red Zone. This is not the. Okay, it's seriously where we have to worry about Android Cell Saga. So here we go. This is against First Form Cell. So what's going on here? This guy's physical. Raise attack by a large amount, 100%. That is drastic. Massively. He massively raises attack for 1 turn. Causes supreme damage, I think. Heals every turn. Guaranteed crit. When supering, can't be made squishy, can't be stunned, can't be sealed, but he can be nerfed. Okay, he can be nerfed, and you can dodge. These both look like they're going to be annoying. All right, so there you go. That is the boss data for the Imperfect Cell, and I think that's it. Let me just check. I think that's everything. If anything else, I'll just put it in the pinned comment, or if I need to make a separate video for Global's data download, I will. Overall, this looks pretty interesting. I think Garlic Jr. might be a surprise. Just looking back at this on his own, he doesn't look like an end game level, content sort of aficionado. But when you combine him with Goma, I think that's the main thing that's going to make this guy really appealing. I think he's actually going to be pretty good. So I am looking forward to testing this bad boy out when we get that new battlefield. So looking forward to it. This is going to be fun. Whether or not you summon, hopefully this is still a fun time. With those 2 boss fights being as crazy as they are, should be fun. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below, leave in the comments your thoughts on everything that is coming up for this new Dokkan Festival. You guys looking forward to the Android 16? Are you going to be summoning beyond the free tickets? You guys excited for Garlic Jr.? You guys looking forward to either of those fights that we talked about at the end? Let me know your thoughts overall in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.